I can hear it as well, man. Trust me. You gotta stop. Like, I'm getting too, like,
You guys are such nerds.
okay.
Oh my god.
The correct term is geek.
Right.
Guys, guess what movie we just went to see?
Avengers Infinity War, and holy crap.
Like, it's officially in my brain. Like, I don't know how this next year is gonna go, but for now, we're gonna give you guys a little non-spoiler review, because I'm not sure how long we gotta keep hush-hush, because, you know, Thanos does demand our silence, so we'll
record them both, but we're only going to post this one for now.
And who knows, say if I go home and everybody has their spoiler-filled...
The other one might be on tonight.
Yeah, so...
Who knows?
So, first things first, the beginning of this movie, they say that you will know what Thanos is all about. That's what the Russo bros said. That within the first 5 minutes of this movie, you're going to know what he's all about. Yeah. And boy, it's like goosebump worthy. It's like...
The whole movie is almost literally goosebump worthy. Like, the whole movie. Like, there's always something happening where you're up at the edge of the seat, or you're friggin' biting your nails. Like I had popcorn or drink. I drank my drink, but I don't think I touched. My popcorn was down by my feet like the whole time. Like usually I'm stuffing my face. I was so into this I couldn't even stuff my face. Like,
oh no, like I remember I had to piss so bad. I don't think I've ever had to use the bathroom. No, that's bad.
5 minutes, like 5-10 minutes before the movie started. I was sitting there like, I really gotta pee, and like I was like, but I don't want to miss the start of the movie, so I was like, no, I'll be good. And I was telling myself, like, if I just hold this in until the movie starts, I'll be golden, because I'll be so distracted by the movie, and I was. I had to go a couple times, but I didn't. I wasn't missing a scene in that movie, man. The CGI is
everything in this
phenomenal.
movie. Like, and I'm not just Marvel fanboying. Like, this is a straight up epic. What would you even call it? Like, I don't even know what you call something like this. I don't know how they accomplished this.
Like, was it Anthony Mackie?
Who said that this was going to be
Star Wars of our time, and it really is. It's more like The Empire Strikes Back of our time.
Yeah, like, this one isn't really a spoiler, but this movie ends on possibly the biggest cliffhanger I've ever seen come anything. And I was there whenever Negan walked out of that van. Like, I was there. This overtakes that.
Like Thanos, like, you can't even compare Thanos and Negan. I mean, they're two badass people, but you can't even...
No, but I'm not even talking about like that. I'm talking about, like, just, like, the cliffhanger. Like,
but, as far as the movie goes, though, like, the story, like, you think with all these characters coming together, it's like, man, this is too much. Like, you're gonna screw this up. It all flows so good. Like, it's actually crazy how well all these different characters and universes just pull together. It's
I don't know. This took a lot of thinking, preparation.
And I was thinking, like, watching the movie, I was like, she's kicking ass, he's kicking ass. And then about halfway through the movie, I was like, I'm just going to have to say it. Like, everyone kicks ass in this movie. Anyone you like in the MCU is going to kick ass at one point, or rather, in this movie.
And that's one thing I'll say is... it's not it's, of course, we're still in non-spoilers, but this is definitely more along the vibes of a Thanos movie. That's the only thing in this movie I feel as though is wrong is the name. It shouldn't have Avengers. It should just be called Thanos Infinity War.
Or just Infinity War,
like,
honestly.
Like, yeah, like...
I mean, and that's not to say it didn't feel like an Avengers movie, because it felt like an Avenger movie, but once you watch it, you will see what we're...
Because it's like, even Tony Stark, like, he only had, like, 5 minutes of screen time, maybe. Not even.
I'd say more than 5.
Tony Stark, not Iron Man.
Tony Stark. Yeah,
So it's like, no, but it's like, of course, you have to fit so many characters into the movie, but... I don't know. I can't believe this movie is in my brain. I don't know how I'm going to get through the next year.
The soundtrack. We should mention the soundtrack.
The soundtrack, like...
It's not like no Jaws their Star Wars soundtrack, but it's probably one of the more memorable.
But I remember there's that one scene in the first Avengers, because this guy didn't compose Age of Ultron, but he composed the first movie and the first Avenger, the Captain America. Remember that scene where Loki is coming down the stairs and all that, and you hear like that really classical music?
Yeah.
They brought that back. He did something similar to that in this movie. And I can't even pinpoint what scene it was at.
Would
but
saying what a character's voice sounds like be a spoiler?
I wouldn't say.
There's a character, one of Thanos' children, the Ebony Maw, was it?
Yes, the magic fella.
I loved that person's voice. At first, I was like, I don't know about this, but like it grew on me, and then anytime they talked, I was just like,
you realize how creepy this
man,
bunch actually is.
This literally feels more like not necessarily an Avengers movie and not necessarily a Thanos movie, but almost like
a Marvel movie.
Almost like the opposite of the Avengers.
This is the movie, I will say, like even like Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange it's his movie. Whereas this one, honest to God, this was the first time I'm sitting there and I feel like I'm watching a comic book.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's the main character. It's
so much stuff happens in this that is just utterly ridiculous, but it works so phenomenally well that
and it wouldn't have been able to work without the last 10 years of build-up leading up to it.
No, if they just came out without the last 10 years and were like, hey, we're making Infinity Gauntlet, people have been like,
yeah, okay, super. Actors, Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's too much to even do a list. We can just was there any acting that seemed bad? Because I didn't find
no, like Benedict Cumberbatch, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., Karen Gillan, Chris Pratt, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans.
Man,
they all did so good. There was a lot of
jokes from. Or I won't even say that right now. I'll save that for the spoiler review. But yeah, no, everyone's acting is awesome, and there's a couple people in it that didn't show up that I was expecting to show up, but there was also people in it that I completely forgot about and was like, oh fuck. But it's so hard not to talk about spoilers.
I know.
I keep going to say something, but I'm like, no, I can't.
Well, what can you do? What else is there to say? Acting, music, directing.
The CGI is phenomenal.
The CGI is great, yeah.
The story, like I said, like all these stories coming together is just amazing. Like this, on a scale of all the Marvel movies, what would you rate it out of all the Marvel movies?
I'd honest to God say this beats the first Avengers.
So, but is the first Avengers like number one on your list, for example?
Either that or Winter Soldier.
I'm partial to Winter Soldier too myself. I can't get enough of that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
I would say this is it's probably my favorite Marvel movie.
It's
like people were saying Thor Ragnarok's the most fun you've had at a superhero movie. I think this is, but this is also the most. I don't even want to say it. I'm not even going to say it.
Don't get me wrong, too. It's not just a fun movie. This is also an emotional roller coaster. Like, this made me... Like, I'm surprised me and this guy didn't just get up and just give each other a hug. Like,
we were too far apart.
Yeah, there's two people sitting in between.
But there was one scene, I won't say what, but there was a scene where I had tears coming, but they didn't...
They didn't
go down my face, but they were there. Like
it was just there. You could feel your nose getting right heavy.
I was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Oh my God.
But no, this 2 thumbs up, like easily. Like,
3 if I had them.
Yeah. No, it's probably the best Marvel movie yet.
And we gotta wait. We gotta wait till next year.
Every other Marvel movie was great for its own purposes, for story, for characters and stuff. This was great just for the fact that it brung everything together, and they did it so well that it's just...
I don't know how they did it, man.
Every moment of the movie was good. There wasn't a moment where I didn't like in the movie. I said after the movie, I was like... That movie could have been longer, and I wouldn't have been mad. There were scenes in it that could have dragged on a little longer, and it would have made the movie a little better. And it's not too often you come out of a 2-hour, 40-minute movie, and you say, "Damn, that could have been 20 minutes longer." That could have
been a little longer,
no one ever says that.
Well,
But yeah, I guess it's time to do our spoiler review. So
Yeah, we'll do that. We might not upload that for like another few days. Who knows? It might be up tonight, so keep your eyes open. But for now, yeah, go and check out Avengers Infinity War.
definitely,
Like this video, leave a comment,
we
and
gotta try and get this to pass Avatar. I don't know if it will, but we gotta try.
and while you're at it, go check out our predictions for this movie. Some of the stuff came true, some of it didn't. But you'll have to go check out the video to see what we thought was going to happen.
Take her easy, guys.